ass, fat bitch, which bad bitch, Joan Jett.
Ugh, you are a snob and a half.
Like a boss, like a hot boss.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Fierce Chats. My name is Sasha, and if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. I mean, baby, if you don't tell the girls about me, who will? But I appreciate all the love and support thus far. This is Fierce Chats Season 3, Episode 5. Honey, she's doing the thing. She's doing the thing. All right, my girls. So anyways, and my guys, all right, everybody. So how was your weekend? What did you do this weekend? What was up? Personally, I absolutely saw way too much mess in the blogs. But before we get into it, I had a great weekend. I honestly did. We are currently in demo for our baby girl that is arriving. So getting the nursery and things like that together. Shout out to all the parents who doing order sacrifice, who doing order things for the babies. I mean, very mindful, very cutesy, and very hard. All right. Everybody keeps asking me like, how am I feeling? And things like that in regards to my pregnancy. Let me tell you, it's been a rather smooth ride. After the first trimester. First trimester was a joke. Okay. There was no way I was going to be able to live my life like that. I'm just going to tell you right now. There was I'm sorry. There's no way. Shout out to all the moms who have first trimester symptoms that eat them up all the way until your baby arrives. Oh, baby, there's no way. There's no way on God's green earth. There really isn't. So I'm super thankful for that. Aside from that, the tossing and turning, things like that. I'm getting to the point in my pregnancy where I want some liquor. Pass me the hookah. But aside from that, that's really it. I really don't have any complaints. I'm super thankful for our village that we have around us, who have already, purchased things on our registry, started to send it to the house and things like this. I'm not sure when episode 5 comes out. So it could be out. No, it probably will be out right before our baby shower and things like that. So yeah, people have already been sending things and just super appreciative because baby, the kids aren't any joke. All right. I'm about to be a mother of 2. All right. Mother of 2. Wow. Of course, I've got my bonus baby. He will be 6 this year, which is freaking crazy. And then I am a first time mom, in this way. So I'm excited. Things are good. All right, let's get into the mess. Saying, how do you feel about a man who takes you out and pays with a Cash App card? You know what? There literally is no shade. I honestly feel like money is money. You let me know in the comments what you think that is. Like, money is money. Like, money is money. Now, don't get me wrong. Obviously, aside from that, let me be completely 100. Let me be honest with you. A Cash App card. Now, I don't have a Cash App card, and I possibly should have done my research in regards to it. But does a Cash App card mean you don't have a bank account? I guess it doesn't automatically mean that. And I'm specifically just talking about in this case. There's no shade in regards to if you do have a Cash App card or not. Obviously, people do use Cash App. I haven't been able to use Cash App for quite some time. Cash App cut me out. Like, I think it was right before the pandemic, they closed my damn account. They said I was doing fraud. Honey, meanwhile, y'all got PPP loans. Then they're coming after your ass, by the way. But, they closed my account and said I was doing fraud. Honey, Sasha, to be honest with y'all, I'm literally very green. I don't know how to do none of that. So the fact that they said that I was committing fraud was so funny to me. And then I looped back around and tried to make another account, and they ended up closing that account. And I had like a few $100s in it. So I was like, let me transfer this money out and get that back. But anyways, so this is me not knowing. But if you have a Cash App card, does that mean you don't have a bank account? I truly feel money is money. However, if you don't have a bank account, you're not responsible. You actually are committing fraud. You actually are. Because to keep your money in a shoebox under your bed is not cute. And it's also not giving that you can, provide, that you can lead. Because if the money is under the bed, the feds are coming for us. That's just what I think. And like I said, I'm a green gal. I'm a suburbs gal. So I really don't know. Y'all gonna have to let me know and educate me in regards to this. But I just thought that was so interesting. Like, first of all, I don't know. Sometimes, like, back in the day, of course, when I was dating and things, I tried not to pay attention to how the young man chose to purchase said meal, said thing. I really didn't pay attention to that. That's none of my business. What's my business is that I can get up from this table and not have to wash them dishes. What's my business is that I can come out of this Neiman's with the bag that I wanted. That's my business. How you do it, that's really up to you. Of course, we're going to get to a point to where now I'm going to have to investigate you. Like I said, does this mean you don't have a bank account? But aside from that, none of my business. So I ran across this story, and I'm sure this is honestly not nobody that I even know. I don't know who this is. So this guy's name is Dave Grohl, and he is a lead singer for the Foo Fighters. But what got my attention, baby, this is a mess. This is some hot mess. He goes, and he posts this to his Instagram. I mean, I guess I'm all for you being honest and truthful and you being upfront about your shit. But like, you just embarrassed the whole family. You really did. And for you to put it on your Instagram in this way, like, I would like a joint post between him and his wife, whom he has been married to for quite some time. Her name is Jordan Bloom. They've been married since 2003. So baby, we're going to have to make a joint post. Okay. Even if I'm not talking to you, let's make a joint post. But for you to just sit here and embarrass me, y'all get into it. This is what this man said. He said, I've recently become the father of a new baby daughter born outside of my marriage. I plan to be a loving and supportive parent to her. I love my wife and children, baby. And I'm doing everything I can to regain their trust and their forgiveness. We're grateful for our consideration toward all children involved, and we must move forward together. What? Huh? Dave? Huh? What? This man is 55 years old. 55 years old. Now, I saw some other reports that said that, he's not actually sure if the baby is his, but I would assume that if he said he's become a father to a baby girl, that, honey, there's some DNA that's been involved. And so his net worth is actually $330 million. So he's got quite a coin on himself. And I just say that to say, obviously that comes with a certain type of environment. He has been the lead singer for Foo Fighters since, I believe it said 1994. So he's been in this, basking in this ambiance for quite some time. Of course, I have no personal experience about the type of pressures that comes with this and what the environment is overall, but I'm doing everything to get my wife's and children's trust back. It's over, baby. It's done. Yeah. Wrap it up. Me personally, a child outside of marriage, that is something that you can't pray the baby away. You can't pray the lady who brought you the baby away. That is a for life commitment that you're asking your wife and your children to take on with you and to get adjusted to. No, can't, no. It's a no for me. It's a big ass no. The freaking slap in the damn face that his wife must feel after holding him down for almost 20 years, or well, for 20 years. Yeah. For 21 years.
Oh, hell no.
Are you kidding me? And was probably around since 94 and things like that before they actually got married, right? So 21 years of marriage and 20 something years of a union and a relationship that you just tarnished by bringing a child into the world. And don't bring the kid in this. And over here talking about we're grateful for you guys accepting the baby. Shut the hell up. This don't have nothing to do with the damn baby. Yes, everything to do with you, boo. And then you're going to get it on Instagram. Honey, I looked at his Instagram before it, and I'm just going to go ahead and insert that right here for you so you can take a look at his feed. Honey, he's got books. He's got things that he's over here trying to tell you about. And meanwhile, you fathered a child outside of marriage? Disgusting. I'm sick. I'm sick for the wife. I'm sick for the kids. Absolutely your responsibility is to respect your relationship. But like, for you to actively and knowingly sleep with the man who has a wife and children. I recall like my ex from high school, he literally was like, so what would you do if I cheated on you? And at that time, I was in high school, he was in college. So we'll say he was around 21 or something like that. And I guess I'm going to jail, but I think I was around like 17. Yeah, like 17 or something. Yeah, girl. Anyhow, honey, this was back in the days where I used to really lie about my age. Big lie. Did anybody lie about their age? I used to lie about my age. So I believe that I told him I was a lot older than I actually was, with the 4-year difference and things like that. I think maybe I just told him I was like a year older, I believe. But anyway, he asked me like, how would you feel if I cheated on you and I was drunk? And I didn't really remember. Little old me, little old Sash, 17 years old. I was like, well, if you were drunk, you know, I hadn't really experienced with alcohol at that time. Like, so I can't really tell you, you know, like, can you or can you not remember what's going on? And I was like, oh, well, if you're drunk, then no, I can't blame you for that. Girl, weeks later, he coming to me talking about he cheated and he was drunk. Girl, I had nothing for that man. I said, I really tried to get over it. But after that, I said, sweetie, it's not for me. You know what? I did try and get over it. I recall, because that was my senior year in high school, and he was already in college, like a sophomore or something like that in college. And I said, you know what? We can keep it going. I got to college, and let me get, anywho, that could be another conversation for another day. But I got to college and felt my big one, which, by the way, I was freaking devastated. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, once you're a senior in high school and you've got a boyfriend that you've committed to for a couple years, y'all getting married. You know what I mean? Y'all getting married. Not knowing that there's just going to be so many things that are going to happen to you in life. And I know that there are some people who do have that Cinderella story. But there's a lot of things that happen and you change. And so you never know whether or not that changing process really aligns with the person that you chose to be with when you were in a different mindset. So when I got to college, I was like, oh, I'm that bitch. I am really who I think I am. And, sir, that's all. Take your papers. Thank you for your business. We're done. Goodbye. See you later. So let's go back to Dave and him and this baby out of marriage. I really don't know how you handle that. I truly don't know. The type of pain that you would experience with that, I'm sure is literally unmatched. I'm sure it is. So, yeah, there's that. Jordan, our thoughts and prayers are with you here on the Fierce Chats podcast. Because, girl,